Oh, howdy all, grab yourselves a beer, it is time for some more crafting with Sir Gog. Today, what I wanted to do is demonstrate a method by which you can still create +2 to skill gem amulets. Now, the way that I do this is I go in trade and I search for a hunter's amulet. This can be any base and it needs to be minimum item level 82, but the item level won't matter in the end. So I picked up this 83 hunter's amulet, which had very different stats at the time, and I hit it with a scouring orb, transmuted it, and kept using alteration orbs until I got +1 to the level of all of a particular class skill gems. Now it ended up that I got intelligence first, and that drove where I went from there. So because I got intelligence first, I then wound up going for a +1 lightning skill gems for the Crusader. And the reason for that is that those two mods synergize. Almost all lightning skill gems are also intelligence skill gems. But if you want to check out the full list of what can roll, what I suggest you do is you have in another window while you're playing the game, have this website open, PoEDB, and set it to mods and then amulet. So just go to the mods section of PoEDB and then pick jewelry amulets. And you'll be able to see a list of all the mods that can normally roll, and then all the Shaper specific mods, the Elder specific mods, but then the important stuff, Crusader, Redeemer, Hunter, and Warlord mods. Now the Hunter has +1 to the level of all Chaos skill gems in his mod pool, and also +1 to the level of all of an attribute skill gems. Now, these are all individually pretty rare rolls, but because there's 4 of them together, it's actually not that rare to get one on a Hunter roll, on a Hunter amulet. Hunter amulets are the most valuable by far because of these mods. So that's where we're starting. We're going there and we're rolling until we get one of these rolls. And it just so happened that I actually got Chaos skill gems first. When I did that, I regaled it on the off chance that I got the miracle hit of Dexterity, which I didn't get. So for that reason, I was just like, okay, that one's lost. Let's scour and start over. And then I just happened to get Intelligence first. Now, as we said, Intelligence links up with Lightning, and so I looked for where Lightning skill gems were, and surprise, surprise, it was with the Crusader. It's a pretty rare roll. 250 weighting means that it's 4 times as rare as tier 1 life, so it's not a roll that you're going to see a lot. But eventually I got there. I think for me it took approximately 350 alteration orbs. And what we ended up with was a Hunter's Coral Amulet with +1 to the level of Int Gems. This is item level 83. And a Crusader's Onyx Amulet, item level 85, with Crusaders +1 to the level of all Lightning skill gems. Now this actually rolled with a suffix as well. Because I'm not sure how suffixes interfere with this process, I elected to go for the risky annul, and I was successful in annulling down to a 1 mod item. It may be that that was an unnecessary and risky step, but this is the sort of thing that we don't know. Now with an Awakener's Orb, this destroys the first item you click, but remembers its essence. It remembers its influence type, so in this case Hunter, and remembers it remembers one of the mods tied to that influence type. So in this case, it would be remembering that it is a +1 to the level of all intelligence skill gems. Then it applies that influence and that one mod onto the other item, but it scrambles up the other mods. It will usually keep one Crusader specific mod as well. So for that reason, what will normally happen, I believe it may actually always happen when you've got only 1 mod of each type, it will keep one of the Crusader mods on this, one of the Hunter mods on this, and you will wind up with a combined Hunter and Crusader item. The order that you apply the Awakening Orb, so you go either Awakener's Orb on the Hunter first, then the Crusader second, or the Crusader second, then the Hunter's first, Crusader's first, then the Hunter's second. That order, the second item that you apply the Awaken's Orb to will be the one that's item level is kept and that the base type is kept. You'll notice that I quite deliberately chose a higher item level Crusader's Amulet, and I also chose a better base. I paid the extra premium to get an Onyx Amulet, which is one of the stronger base types, and so I ended up, so the goal is that I'll create an 85 combined amulet that will be an Onyx Amulet. So let's take the key step. So the Awakener's Orb is being used firstly on the Hunter's Amulet, and then on the Crusaders, and we've created an item. You'll notice that new additional mods were added. Those additional mods are pretty much undesired. That's unfortunate, but I knew they'd be there. Now, you've got a couple of options at this point. You can use this amulet as it is, potentially adding a benchcraft onto it to make it a bit better than it is currently, or you can go for some risky annul action. I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm just going to leave this as it is and attempt to on-sell this item. It's a lot of extra damage to any intelligence and lightning spellcaster build. So that could be an arc player that's playing arc. It could be someone that's using the whatever the lightning mine's called, the Stormblast mine. There's lots of things that this could be quite a good amulet for. And I'm just going to try and sell it and see if I can get 5 exalts for it. We'll see if that happens or not. Now notice that, as I said, it is an Onyx amulet. It's remembered the implicit, so it was 15 to all attributes, which is what I had before, and it's remembered the Crusaders mod that was on the original Crusader Onyx amulet, plus the Hunters mod, but everything else has been scrambled. That's what you can expect to get. The other options that you'd have, as well as a risky annul to try and get rid of that Dancers mod, which is the one that's problematic there. There's various metacrafting options that you could use that probably aren't worth it in the current economy. I think that the best options for improving this item further are to annul it, or to just keep, just to use it as it is with a benchcraft on it, or to possibly go for an Ashling double veil. Anyways, if you've got any comments or questions, definitely fire away below. Otherwise, I'll leave it there. I hope you have a good one.